3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. It says we're live.
Welcome on in, everybody, to the Nontendo Podcast. Emphasis
baby.
on the non. We're not affiliated with Nintendo in any way, which is why today I'm going to hopefully not get DMCA'd.
That's the plan.
I'm also going to continue to rhyme through the rest of this episode's runtime.
Oh, that's a specialty of mine.
So far, everything I've said has rhymed with the previous thing, I like bread. Sorry, didn't know where I was going
I don't
with that
know.
one.
Yeah, I don't, it's a bit difficult for me even at this point.
Hey, I'm no KSI. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro.
For me, it was from the screen to the screen. I'm still here at the screen. I'm in front of the screen.
Yeah.
Never quite got to the ring or the pen or a king.
Well, the king part's debatable.
Well,
but
thank
hey.
you so much for saying that. That's
Yeah,
so nice of you
know?
to say.
Yeah, of course.
Guys, welcome on in. It's a kind of a cold day here in Pennsylvania. Yesterday was beautiful. It's getting cold. It's getting chilly. It's getting wintry, and I'm here for it.
It's getting cozy. Cozy.
It's getting cozy. Yeah. It's getting cold. The leaves. We shouldn't talk about weather right at the start of a podcast, but the leaves, my guy. Did you see them driving in?
I've been peeping. I've been leaf peeping.
Leaf peeping.
I've been
the
leaf
golden
peeping, bro.
browns, the reds. Oh God, Kim and I went for a drive yesterday morning just through the farmland. Beautiful. Got a big old apple cider donut.
Love to see it. Love to taste it.
You can have some. It's upstairs. I only ate half of it.
Yeah, for sure.
You can get your fresh one too.
I'm interested.
Yeah, today we're going to be doing something a little risky, a little risque, because the biggest news right now that you cannot find anything online about is Nintendo's new MMO. Debatable if it is actually going to be anything more than what it currently is. To summarize it before we get into it, it's part of that playtest Nintendo had 10,000 people to sign up for. Now, all of those people had to sign NDAs and disclosures that they wouldn't talk about it or showcase any of the footage. But as far as I'm aware, I didn't sign piss.
I didn't sign piss either, dog.
I didn't sign jack or piss.
Not a damn thing was signed. Not today.
Nintendo's been pulling footage down left, right, and center. There's a good chance that this episode might get DMCA'd or pulled down. But again, and I want to stress this once again, piss or jack did I sign.
Right.
And it took me a while, but I found a mega thread of videos and clips and gameplay from this thing. And when I say it took me a while, this might be the only source of it on the internet. And I found the mother load.
Hey, we're just two dudes with access to the internet. So
just me and a guy.
Yeah.
And I found, so I'm gonna show it. And if this episode gets pulled down and then re-uploaded later, you'll know why.
Yeah.
There's some other things to talk about too, and we're also sponsored by Trade. Thank you so much, Trade, but we'll talk about that later. Before I get into any of that, and I don't know if I should talk about the MMO stuff first or like save it so this episode actually doesn't get taken down immediately. Because a part of me feels like the second I show it, we're gonna get taken down.
I don't know about that. You know, I mean, like there has to have been a couple of other YouTuber guys out there.
You can't.
I searched
anything. YouTube by recently uploaded, and there's nothing.
Oh, so are we doing? Is this a seppuku episode right now?
I have a feeling if we talk at the second I show it, the episode might go down. So I kind of feel like we should drag on a little bit and talk about everything else first. Right.
So what we're saying is is the title and the thumbnail were bait for at least a certain amount of time.
When we get into it, we're going to talk about it. But I want to at least get through the sponsor.
Betsky, true. All right, let's do it.
First up, though, before we talk about anything, hello, nice to see you. How you going?
Hello.
Apologies for a couple of things. Some community drama, not really. Let's make it sound bigger than it is. There was no episode last week because that little sore throat I had the week before turned into strep throat and an ulcer in my throat.
Right.
I was in a lot of pain. I couldn't really even swallow my own saliva, let alone eat or drink anything. And it got to the point where I was mute. I was mute for a couple of days.
Right.
It was weird because physically I felt fine. I wasn't really showing any symptoms. You keep staring at things like something.
Yeah, I'm just, hey dog, I'm just making sure everything you said that. Oh, we're back. It's back. What is going on?
You're pissing with me now.
Bro, you're
pissing with me now. I feel it in my bones.
Genuinely, I was gonna piss with you. I actually was gonna piss with you about the audio. I was gonna be like, oh, we're down. Whatever.
I'm gonna talk about that. Hold on, let me get there. So I was physically fine, but like I couldn't I swallow or like talking hurt.
Right.
So there was a couple of days where I was just mute, and like I remember Kim and I went to Trader Joe's, and she was like showing me things like, "Do you want this?" And I was just going.
Yeah.
I didn't talk for like 2 days.
Were you like on FaceTime with her? Is that what it was?
No, we were at the store together.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that part.
Because I felt fine. I could go and do stuff. I just couldn't like talk. It was just hurt too much.
Right.
I was downing lozenges and throat sprays like no tomorrow. It was brutal.
For sure.
And then today, right before, this is what Ham was alluding to. Right before Ham got here, I was working out. And I pulled something in my back, and I can't move. Like
I was worried for a second there that after that 2-hour drive, you were going to send me on my way.
No. When Ham got here, I was lying on my bedroom floor with Kim, and she was doing a roller on my back and putting DP on my back. And Kim had to go let Ham in because I actually couldn't get up. I was turtled on the floor. It took me a long time to get up. So yeah, I'm in a lot of pain, but just sitting here is fine. Enough about me. Let's talk about me. So 2 weeks ago, we did an episode with you and Kim.
We did, yeah.
And I was sick, and I was like, my energy levels were really low. Lower.
Snore. We're excited for the snore.
And then we had the audio issue.
Yeah.
And it for whatever reason, it just pissed me off. Like I wasn't mad at you. I was mad at the situation and the audio.
It's a bit cursed. I mean, you saw what just happened just now, right? And that was not a bit.
I'm not letting that I'm not even acknowledging that happened.
It's okay. It was seconds. So.
And I couldn't bring myself back out of the despair. I don't know. We were live. There's no breaks when you're live. We couldn't take a second. We probably should have taken a second, but in my brain, I'm like, we're live. What am I going to do?
We need just a little technical difficulty screen.
We should get that.
That's what we should do.
So I tried to soldier on through, but I ended up being a little bit of a baby. That said, when I get like that, in my brain, I'm like, well, how can I make it entertaining that I don't feel good? So I lean into being a dick.
Right.
And then especially during the ranking we were doing,
yeah.
I found it hilarious that I was ruining it on purpose by making it about the chicken shop.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I was like, this is comedy gold. But then watching it back, it's also comedy gold at the expense of me being a dick.
Right.
So
fair enough.
I don't know why my brain works the certain ways that it does sometimes, but I do apologize if I came across stroppy to both you and Kim and everybody watching. It wasn't my intention, and I don't like when I get like that, and I'm sorry.
No, you don't. Well, I mean, you don't have to apologize to me, right? At the end of the day, I know I don't take it personally ever, So I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult too because I'm very comfortable around you now. I feel very close to you, and obviously Kim's my wife.
Yeah.
So I feel very comfortable sat in my basement with my friend and my wife just being a stroppy. But then I forget that like a couple hundred people are watching.
True.
And they don't know me that well.
Yeah.
So anyway, apologies for that. I'm in a better mood today. I'm just in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to do? I don't want to make people wait too long. I also did put screenshots of it in the thumbnail, and I feel like that alone could get us pulled down.
Could be a lot, yeah.
So maybe we get to it. Maybe we just rip it.
I'm curious to know, like, maybe we should do a poll in chat right now. Is this pod going to get taken down live?
Yeah, that's good, actually.
We should do that. You want me to set it up? I could do it right now.
Set up that poll.
Let's do it.
Are we going to get DMCA'd live? Because people legit, if you go to Twitter and you look up pictures of this or like gameplay of this game, all you'll find is literally, my thumbnail is a meme based on, if you go and look at photos online, it'll say this content has been removed. And you can't see the photo. It's just a picture that says this content's been removed. And I was advised not to do this. So
by who?
By just like people. Just by people. I don't want to say.
All right, I've started a poll in chat.
Are we going to get DMCA'd? Are we going to get DMCA'd? I'd love to know.
DMCA'd.
You'll be okay. It's not getting pulled. Maybe I'm making a mountain out of a molehill, but I swear to God, you look on YouTube right now, you can't find footage.
You look on Twitter, you can't find footage.
You can't find footage anywhere. Yeah. It's all getting pulled. It's all getting deleted.
Yeah,
I do think we're going to get this. I think this is going to get taken down.
Except there is one location now where this information is available. So, yeah. In case this disappears and we die and we're no longer here, right? This is a message to me after my death. No, if there's a little platform that's emerging.
Well,
called,
let's not say it yet.
Okay.
Because I don't want Nintendo to find it before I've had a chance to react to it.
Okay, fair enough.
We're literally going to pull it up in a second.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's a platform that Nintendo probably isn't looking at right now. So, all right, let me set it up while you're doing the poll. So, just for backstory, Nintendo had 10,000 people sign up for this playtest. It was NDA'd, apparently, or some kind of like, please don't talk or show footage of this. What it ended up being, there was a ton of rumors out there. What are you laughing about?
It's just because someone in chat just said, it still let me click the thumbnail, though.
This thumbnail?
Yeah, the one that you made to look like that.
I wonder why. What it ended up being was this cutesy Minecraft-looking MMO game. Playtesting is still live. I think you can still play it if you're in that 10,000. There's not a single stream on Twitch that's up anymore. Some people did stream it on Twitch. I haven't seen it. I couldn't find it because Nintendo pulled it down. As far as I'm aware, there's no other footage online other than what I found by going through the depths of Reddit. I don't think this is going to be an actual game from Nintendo. I think this is them stress testing the possibility of having thousands of people in a server for something else they might want to make later. True. The only reason I think that is because it just looks unfinished and very low scale and not something that I think would necessarily be a huge success. But I could be wrong. You never know with Nintendo.
You do never know.
66% of people say yes.
In YouTube, it says not available. Wait, what? What is that? What does that mean?
What's not available?
I don't know. Somebody just said that in chat. I don't know.
I think there's a way of monitoring in real time in the back end any copyright strikes or claims. I don't know where that is, though. It would be interesting to see if anything pops up while I'm live.
Hey, here's the thing, YouTube. We haven't said shit yet. So,
we haven't said
maybe relax your trigger finger,
Get your finger off that trigger.
True. Yeah.
There's an article here. We can read this quickly before I open up the pictures. Wait, Nintendo Switch Online playtest goes live, and players immediately leak the gameplay and even stream it.
So someone's saying it says not available. Is this one of your mods? Or is it a subscriber in chat?
Huh. It's the thumbnail. They're talking about the thumbnail.
No, are they though? Because they're saying it's not. Because the thumbnail doesn't say not available, right?
They're in chat talking.
Okay, all right, whatever. Am I getting one guide so bad right now? Like, all right,
can you bring up the article I'm reading?
All right, I got you.
Nintendo Switch's online playtest goes live. Earlier this month, Nintendo asked those who successfully signed up for the mysterious Switch online playtest to not reveal it. Nintendo has worked, here we go, to take down various streams and videos this morning on October 24th, which is today. But it faces an uphill battle with footage doing the rounds across social media and Discords. Remarkably, it appears Nintendo has failed to disable screenshots and recording for the playtest, further fueling the leaks. So as of this morning, they're still taking down this footage. One Twitch channel that streamed the playtest now contains the boilerplate. Content from this channel has been removed at the request of the copyright holder, and the owner of the channel took to Reddit to say that channel is now super dead. Yeah, I got DMCA'd, so channel super dead. Before threatening to share footage, now I'm wondering if we should even do it.
Oh, God. Wait, that sounds
Before threatening to share the footage, I recorded everything locally, but not sure if I want to take a risk to share it through further means. Open to it if anyone has a safe-ish way to do it, though.
What if we just described it,
Well, here's the thing. This guy got in the playtest.
Yeah.
So he agreed not to show it. Yeah. I didn't agree not to show it.
That's true.
The worst they can do is take down this video.
Yeah.
They can't take down the whole channel. I didn't agree to anything. I've signed nothing. I did try it. I tried to, but they wouldn't let me in. Maybe they should have let me in.
Let me in.
So let's do one more poll before I bring this up. Let me make sure it's even still live.
Should we show it?
Let's do one more poll. Should we show it?
Okay.
Because I've literally found the mother load of clips from this thing. So one more poll. Should we show it? Should we risk getting DMCA'd?
I've got to end the other poll first. Hold on.
In the meantime, while that poll is happening, I'll touch on a couple of other things that I had in the doc here. So Yakuza Kiwami released today on the eShop for $20 on Switch. It's a remake of the first game. The Yakuza series is really awesome, and just for $20 for that game, if you haven't played it, it's the very...
Sorry. I thought you were showing something. My bad. I'm trying to go off the audio cues of you saying things. You know what I mean?
Well, everyone knows what's on my dock now.
I know.
Here, you can show this.
It was brief.
It was brief, but we did that once. I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, here it is. It's the first game. So yeah, if you ever had interest in the Yakuza series, this game's really good. It's completely remade. It looks great, and it's the start of the Yakuza game. So you can start at the start, and then if you like it, you'll have to go somewhere else to play the rest because this is the only one on Switch.
Oh yeah.
These games are really fun. It's kind of a little bit Persona-y in the slice of life of going around Japan, and you can play like claw games and do some stuff around the city of Tokyo or wherever this game is set. I don't remember. Like what city it's set in. But then, of course, there's like a whole beat 'em up aspect where you beat people up and you can use all the environment around you, and it's a ton of fun and the story's great. So yeah, highly recommend. Here's some of the side things you can do, like baseball,
right?
And taking this small child to a photo
bizarre.
hut.
It's a Yakuza bizarre series in general.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, cut away. Let's see what the poll is at. Yes, people want to watch me burn.
That's crazy.
The issue.
That's really crazy. You guys understand the risks here, right?
I'm a man of the people.
Some people in chat are saying that the stream is crashing for that. I mean, we're fully up and everything is fine for us, at least from our end. And
I'm
some people are also saying it's okay.
Literally any technical issue at this point.
Oh yeah, we may as well, right? Because like if we're gonna do channel seppuku, right?
That does seem to be what we're doing. All right, ladies, gentlemen, everything in between. If this is the last episode of the podcast you see, we had a fantastic run. And honestly, I couldn't imagine a better place to go out here in my basement with my friend and my wife 2 floors up.
I'm still getting paid for this episode, right?
You're still getting paid for this episode.
All right, good.
We're going to show the footage that I did not agree not to show. I am not a part of this playtest. This is just all public footage I found online.
Okay.
Let's go.
Can I also say, by the way, if you're in chat intentionally posting things to like, you know, to like misdirect me into thinking that there's actually something wrong with the stream, you got to understand the level of anxiety I have that I don't want things to go down. So people in chat are like saying like, oh, the stream crashed. And apparently they're just fucking lying. So
yeah, I mean, do a better job.
What do you mean?
No, I don't know. The stream's fine. I've got it on my phone. I'm checking.
We're 18 minutes in right now. When do you want to do the trade sponsor? Because again, like as soon as you show shit.
In 10 minutes.
So we're gonna start showing stuff?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay.
It'll be fine. I didn't sign a thing. I didn't sign a piss or a piss.
I didn't sign piss either. Okay.
Cut. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Here we go.
We're officially in no man's land.
All right.
We're officially in uncharted waters. Imagine I was lying the whole time. This is just a big like Rick roll.
Yeah. Also, shouts out not Elon Musk platform.
Oh yeah. So this is what Ham was alluding to, and this is why we found the footage. It's a big mega dump on Blue Sky, and I don't think Nintendo have got their eyes on Blue Sky. So here it is. A lot of the footage is low res. I don't know if that's Blue Sky or if that's just Nintendo Switch 30-second record feature. So it's an MMO that looks a lot like Minecraft. From what I gather, you build up. It's a lot of building up. These orb areas, you saw how you see this like kind of dome. So each player gets their own dome they can craft in. They can only craft within their own dome. And then, they can craft.
What are you saying? You're saying dome? Is that what you're saying?
Dome.
Dome. D-O-M-E.
This dome of light over here?
That's not a dome. That's like a cylinder, you know?
There's a roof to it.
Okay. Well, then that's a cylindrical prism.
It's a dome.
You know?
It's a dome.
Okay.
Don't
All right.
don't question
I'm
my knowledge
sorry,
of domes.
8th grade geography, you know.
Get
Or
out
not,
of my
sorry,
dome.
Wait, did I just say geography? I meant geometry. Fuck.
Yeah, you're done.
Go on. Yeah, I'm cooked.
You can own. So let me explain this better. In your dome, only you can craft. Other players can't come in and mess with what you've built. Everybody is able to build in the overworld, I'm pretty sure. If it's not domed in, you can do whatever you want. The movement in the game is wacky. I haven't played it, so I can't really review it. I can just tell you what I've seen. There's a lot of players in the game. I've seen clips of people emoting together and shaking hands. Obviously, a lot of these clips aren't going to make a lot of sense to me. They're actually cut away for 1 second because I actually have the intro of the game too. I managed to find that.
Oh man,
and
we're really getting into the thick of it right now.
And what it says when you load up the game.
Yeah. Also, hey, remember what I just said before? Don't mess with me in chat because someone said audio's gone and it wasn't. I'm so mad right now.
Cut back to me. Cut back to the gameplay.
Gotcha.
Just keep messing with Ham. I love it. Honestly, if Ham could have
much, dude.
If you could have one episode where you're the pissy bitch, that would be great for me. Just take the heat. All right.
You're never going to get me to be that mad. It's not going to happen. Not on camera.
Here's the start of the game. I don't think we have sound here. I thought we did, but it's not. The page isn't muted, so. All right, let's read what it says here as it loads into the start of the game. Developer training area. This is where the developers come to train themselves. Know this, that tail of yours shall prove to be an even more versatile thing than you think. Whatever that means. Your ass. You unversed as you are, however, now is perhaps not the ideal time to impart such knowledge. Do return here in the future to pursue further growth. Now then, step onto the teleporter to dev core. Yeah, the other thing is, I think part of the lore of this game is you're all devs. You're developing the world and the game.
You're making the game?
You're making the game, yeah. So you can see here how many players at least are in this starting little area.
Oh, God. I mean, like the server issues aside, right? You know, like
well, that's the whole point.
I mean, we saw what happened when you put more than one person in Super Monkey Ball. Right?
Well, that's the whole point.
I know, but
that's what they're trying to do. That, I mean, to their credit and what you're saying here, their online service has never been great.
No.
So they're
I was
clearly
just complaining about it last night.
They're clearly actively trying to test their online service. They're trying to stress test it. They're trying to see what they're capable of, and I'm sure they're trying to improve it, which is great to see, honestly. I mean, I love it. I want to see Nintendo improve their online service, and it seems like with everything they're doing towards the Switch 2, improving their online infrastructure seems to be a key point of their focus.
Sure. But
I love that.
My point is that the online infrastructure only takes you so far because at the end of the day, the end user hardware is what's going to determine the frame rate when you have 100 characters on the screen. It does seem to be holding up pretty well now, though.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know how all this stuff works.
True.
But yeah, so here's a little waiting lobby. This is all we've got here. It's a 30-second clip. Again, a lot of these clips are getting out because Nintendo did not, for some reason, deactivate the feature to record your gameplay natively on the Switch. You know, when you press the little button to record 30 seconds?
Right.
I don't know why they wouldn't turn that off when they don't want people showing footage of it. Right. But a lot of these, that's how a lot of these clips are getting out. Because, again, most of these people aren't streamers. They're not content creators. They don't have capture cards.
Right.
So if Nintendo really didn't want this getting out, disabling that feature would have really done it.
Would have made sense.
Because for 10,000 people to go and buy a capture card just to leak this stuff, a lot less likely than using the 30-second feature and then just directly sharing it to Twitter.
Yeah. And at the risk of continuing to read chat, I am seeing chatters saying that the gameplay looks incredibly mid, but this is literally, I don't think that this is even close to what the gameplay would be of whatever they're stress testing, because it is just a stress test.
Yeah, no, I want to stress test. I want to stress what I said earlier. I do not think this is a game that is coming out. I do not think this is a game that's going to have support. I don't think this is something that will live after this stress test. My honest thoughts on this is it is bare bones basic. It's a dev. It's using dev tools. Essentially, it's It's something that a team of 2 school kids could whip up in an evening.
Right.
Like, it's not a very fleshed out game. It's not very Nintendo.
It's about testing the back end.
It is quite literally Nintendo testing the back end by throwing thousands of people into an MMO.
Yeah. I'll also say, by the way, you were totally right about the dome thing, because those were domes that we just saw.
I know they're domes. I was saying that they're domes.
You're right. I'm sorry. My bad.
I don't know why everybody questions me. I'm literally always right on this podcast. I'm never wrong. I've never said anything wrong.
Well, I don't know about that.
So I'm kind of expecting, I'm sorry in advance to sky.femboyfurry.net.
Yeah. That's so funny. It's also kind of like, I mean, because I've been on Blue Sky for like a few days now regularly. It's very refreshing, by the way. At least
I want to. I haven't made it. I should have made an account for this. I haven't made one yet.
But it's very. There's none of the alt-right people on it, which is good. But at the same time, like, there is a lot of art, because like the whole thing is like, oh, Twitter is using people's art like to improve their AI, which is bullshit. But there's a lot of artists, and when the artists are there, that means it's basically like Tumblr right now. So there's going to be a lot of degenerate people over there.
I want to get on Blue Sky. It's funny because it's exactly Twitter. It looks exactly like Twitter.
The same, yeah.
But not owned by Elon.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks to Fem here. And I apologize in advance, because I'm pretty sure I'm calling a lot of attention to your posts here, and that might not work out well for you. Not that you're probably attached to your Blue Sky account. I can't imagine. Yet.
They might be. There's
you
a lot of people.
It's been a week. They can make another one.
It hasn't been a week. What are you talking about? I've had my Blue Sky account for 3 months. I just only started using it a week ago because it's gotten traction.
Well, they shouldn't have posted it. I mean, they signed the NDA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they did. They signed. We didn't.
You can see some, I guess, task lists here. Things. It's funny that they have days left 8. So like this, obviously this test is going to be running for a while here. But move planetary blocks. Obviously, I don't understand really the rest because I haven't played the game, but just tasks to do in the world, I suppose. And then just some general screenshots of things. A lot of it doesn't make a lot of sense to me because I haven't played it. Here's one of flying around, flying into other people's domes. Bare bones as it is, I do kind of like the idea of having this giant Minecraft world where you each get a little section you can flesh out, and then you can just easily go visit and walk into people's sections and see what they've got going on, but it won't be messed with. I'm not sure if Minecraft has... Minecraft has everything, and there's a mod for everything, but I remember when I played a massive Minecraft server mod with a bunch of my friends, I spent weeks building a farm, and then I logged back in one day, and someone had blown it all up.
Right.
And I was heartbroken. I left the server. I was like, I'm done. So I don't know if Minecraft has domes, but I like the idea.
Okay, but sure. The whole point is